Hello and welcome to our third episode of RGN. Wow, we have already finished our very first week and we are on our second. Today we got some very exciting news for you guys. On today's schedule, we will be talking about hot trending games such as Modern Warfare 3 released for the Wii and how it may mark the end of the system. And also Battlefield 3, why you should buy it for the Xbox. And also, finally, we will be ending off with the topic, does gaming alter your perception of reality? Find out on today's episode of RGN. Channel intro begin now. Now. So for our very first news story, we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 3 for the Wii. Now, Treyarch has released a while back that they were going to be creating Modern Warfare 3 version for the Nintendo Wii. Now, many people were wondering why create such an amazing and hardcore and highly competitive FPS game for such a family-oriented console. Well, right now, the social media manager, Dan Amrich, has said that the Wii is a much growing platform. It's in his own words. And he also says that the great thing is that Treyarch provides that you can have an awesome experience in the Wii with Call of Duty, so that the Wii can actually be able to handle Modern Warfare 3 very well. Now, I'm not sure about what other people think about this Modern Warfare and Call of Duty trend that's going on the Wii. I'm certain that not a lot of people do buy the Wii so they can play Modern Warfare or any other Call of Duty game. Now, this may not be always the case, but right now, it just seems like such a waste of resources and just time to be developing for Wii. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to completely disagree with me because they're in love with the Wii, but you know, sometimes it can't be helped. Okay, so what else is there to be talked about with the new Modern Warfare 3? Modern Warfare 3 might be marking the end of Wii as well as almost all the other game consoles, unlike what I stated earlier in episode 2. Like all these consoles may have a large competition now, considering that the social gaming network is right now at an all-time high. Almost all hardcore gamers have been or tried playing social games, and many of them do sustain and enjoy the gaming experience on social platforms, because Google Plus has already also been released and is open in open beta for some techie news, and then they'll also be offering games on that. And also the mobile gaming device is right now at an all-time high. They're currently always rising and developing more powerful engines and more powerful systems that can support higher leveled games with higher graphics support. So right now there's many different things, because Nintendo DS is one of the best selling handheld gaming platform for ever, and it sold over 146 million units in its entire lifetime. Now, this is really big. That is a lot of units to be selling. Its successor, so the 3DS, isn't far from that as well, but it's kind of received a price cut, but still people quite like it. And the PS Vita's coming out, and just everything just looks fantastic. Soon maybe people just want to play games on the go. It's not sure, but for now, hardcore gaming still on the regular systems. So on to the next story. Okay, and for our next article, we're going to be talking about Battlefield 3 and how it may have a less audience on the Xbox 360. Now, at 30 frames per second, many people are right now complaining that the frames per second isn't high enough for such a high graphic-wise game. Now, granted, this is right. 30 FPS is not very high. I'm sure Counter-Strike can run on around 30 FPS as well, which isn't the highest thing now, but right now there's a lot going against it. It's the PC has a better visual support. The PlayStation 3 has better downloadable content. It's like a lot of people are going against the Microsoft game console right now because the 360 doesn't have a lot of features, and there's a big setback and errors that are resolving around it. Now, granted, the Xbox 360 does have a great feature because For first, the Battlefield 3 game has been widely found and selected on the Microsoft game consoles such as Xbox and Xbox 360. The games has always had a great fan base under these consoles. Now, another big issue is right now the PlayStation Network simply it isn't as good as the Xbox Live Gold in many people's opinions. Now, the PlayStation Network has just had another outage, and before it had like one of the longest outages, I believe, in internet gaming, not internet, but like online gaming history. Because for at the time, PlayStation Network, sure, it's free, you get great access, you can talk to your friends, but it's free, so you get what you pay for. In this case, nothing. But so technically, the $60 price tag that you do pay out for the Xbox Live Gold, it's quite worth it, because I'm sure that Xbox Live has never had such a long or like continuous outage that's ever happened to their system. Now, that's one of the biggest issue for the gamers that play professionally or play online, do group competitions through like Game Dunzo or something. But in other words, or MLG, but as well, this is more like it's kind of what you would rather prefer, because I know for a lot of people, Xbox 360 is their go-to console. And for 30 frames per second, it kind of gets people wondering. Now, granted, Xbox 360 does have a lot of features, and it is quite good because they have better online, which I kind of already mentioned. Well, that's about really it, but it's really kind of up to the person that decides, because right now I'm sure that that Treyarch will be hopefully creating some special features for the Xbox 360, or else it might not get the higher or the highest user base that it might have been anticipating for the game console. But please comment down in the section below and tell us what you think about this current situation. On to our next story. Now, the next article is really interesting, because right now, one of the news articles that's right now being searched across the internet is that a new study finds that gaming will kind of cause altering perceptions of reality. Now, this is kind of a large accusation, because for parents, that might be a reason why not to let your kid play all day 24/7. So, the university research that has been carried out in the UK and Sweden, it shows how psychologically conditions tend to worsen when playing too much games, and you start to find altered perceptions during reality, which is, right now they call it the game transfer phenomena. So, the new study, it's been conducted by Nottingham Trent University as well as Stockholm University. They have shed light on a new phenomenon that shows how gamers will kind of see real life elements in I kind of messed that up. It's kind of like real life, no, video game elements in real life. There we go. Sorry, rough day. So, one of the interviewed persons said that some of the interviewed persons say that the study has gotten people to kind of see health bars that are kind of floating above the people's heads, and also some people see game menus like on the walls of their house, or like altered scenarios where like some people might be carrying AK-47's gold edition. I'm not exactly sure, but that's kind of what they're claiming right now, that a lot of people who game a lot kind of tend to see real life situations like kind of differ. So this has been tested on a total of 42 gamers that are between the age of 15 and 21. It demonstrates how long-term effects of video games could possibly disorient your psychological state, and how it may not be as healthy as, well, it was never healthy, but it may not have been as healthy as what it used to be, kind of, something like that. So the game transfer phenomena, the GTP, is it's what a name to give. Okay, so The study also found that both intentionally and involuntarily, the players will experience these sensations impulses like reflex. So like you might be tapping your fingers as if playing on the keyboard, or like moving your thumbs like on a game controller. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing that's exactly what they kind of mean. And it also like optical illusions. So I'm guessing if you play some Call of Duty, you're gonna see like predator drones circling the sky. I'm not sure. I've actually never heard of anyone that has this syndrome. This is actually the first time that any like actual press release has actually been given that kind of supports this idea. It's kind of far-fetched, but if this is true, it kind of acts as, should people be gaming this much, and will our lives be affected? Well, our lives of course are affected by gaming, but will they be affected in a psychological kind of way? So what do you think about this latest article? Let us know below. Okay, and that concludes our gaming news series today. So like always, like if you like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. And my name is George, and I just brought you some news that I found on the internet. How great. Okay, see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, and game